Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Center for the Arts at the University at Buffalo. At this time, we ask you to please silence all cell phones and other electronic devices. Please note the nearest emergency exit, keeping in mind the nearest exit may be behind you. In the event of an emergency, please listen to directions via this public address system. And now, please stand, keeping the aisles clear, and welcome the Williamsville East graduating class of 2017.
Please join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome to the Williamsville East High School 2017 commencement ceremony. I'm pleased you are with us this evening on this very exciting occasion. I welcome all the parents, relatives, and friends of our graduating seniors, members of our faculty and staff, honored guests, Superintendent Dr. Martzloff, and Board of Education members Mr. Mecca, Mr. LeMay, and most of all, the members of the class of 2017. I want to take this opportunity to express my appreciation to everyone who is participating in today's ceremony and to all those who have helped in the preparations. I'm most grateful for Ms. Wager and Mr. Hurley, the senior class advisors, for their support and hard work with the class of 2017. Thank you to our assistant principals, Mrs. DeSantis and Mr. Gray, Ms. Sarah Panko, and the many teachers for all their work they have provided to make this ceremony possible. Thanks also to Dr. Schuin and the Wind Ensemble for the outstanding music. Also thanks to Mr. Moose, Laura Zhu, Peter Zhang, Hannah Yi, and Andrew Cohen for their musical interlude that will be coming in the program. Also to Colby Yu for his poem that is on the back of the program. Let's give them a special round of applause. I'd like to personally congratulate all the graduates who are sitting before me. This is a time to reflect on your achievements over the past 13 years and to think about your aspirations for the future. A time to celebrate and a time to be proud. It's also a time to say thank you to your parents, family, and friends who have helped you along the way. When I began thinking about my welcome address a few weeks ago, I was reminded of the many lessons learned by the class of 2017 over the last 4 years. But more importantly, I was able to watch them grow into the young men and women they have become and who we are honoring tonight. I was able to walk with them through all the amazing events at homecoming, of which they had today's date as Independence Day on their class banner. Remember that? Well, it's finally here. And to stress to them the importance of getting involved in their school, From the Spirit Week, the Powder Puff Game, to homecoming assemblies, to the bonfire, to the traditional parade, there is a way for everyone to get involved, and you did. This class has leaders that brought students together to establish goals and accomplish them with tremendous success, bringing recognition to Williamsville East High School. Donations raised to help organizations like Roswell Park Cancer Institute with Bald for Bucks and our Cancer Walk. The unit's blood drive that potentially saved 187 lives here, locally in Western New York. Donations raised for Children's Hospital that were matched by a private citizen who was so moved by our students' decision to support the relocation of that facility. Donations made to a Make-A-Wish Foundation, creating game-changing experience for critically ill children. The collection of home furnishings for refugees who fled war-torn countries for a better life and opportunity here in Buffalo. A toy collection for kids in Africa, fundraising campaigns to organizations called Doctors Without Borders, who provide medical assistance to those in refugee camps, and to a medical clinic in Sri Lanka to update technology. Those are snapshots of the amazing accomplishments that epitomize service to others by the class of 2017. The award-winning artists and outstanding productions performed on stage in the Williamsville East Auditorium, from the fall play to Winterfest to the musical, all deserve recognition. Throughout the year, the time you've contributed to various communities and organizations through your clubs, teams, and classes was simply impressive. Yet, what is even more impressive is that your academic accomplishments that were showcased during our May Awards night were never compromised. Academic, service, leadership, music, and athletic scholarships were deservedly awarded to our students and are listed in your program. Ultimately, you carried the torch. You were respectful, accepting, responsible, caring, and you represented Williamsville East better than I could have asked for during my opening day assembly with you in the Aud. With all of you sitting here today, I know that you have accomplished many lessons over the last 13 years. But thank you for the many lessons that you have provided me so that I can share them with our future classes. Let me end by saying that a kite does not rise into the air unless someone is holding that string. I am grateful that you have entrusted us, teachers, aides, monitors, clerical, administrators, and coaches, to hold that string for you the past 4 years and watch you soar. Continue to shoot for the stars when it comes to school, your community, and your pursuits. Congratulations, class of 2017. To present our Superintendent of Schools, I introduce to you Tricia A. Picklehaupt.
Dr. Scott G. Martzloff began his tenure as Superintendent of Schools for the Williamsville Central School District on August 1st, 2011. Prior to his appointment in Williamsville, the Rochester native was the superintendent of the Byron Burgeon Central School District for 2 years. Dr. Martzloff also worked 8 years for the Rochester City School District, a large urban district with over 32,000 students, where he was an administrator for operations and served as a high school assistant principal. He began his career as a special education teacher in the Rush Henrietta Central School District located in suburban Rochester, where he also served as an assistant principal. Dr. Martzloff received his bachelor's degree in biology from the College of the Holy Cross in Worcester, Massachusetts. He earned his master's degree in educational administration from the State University of New York at Brockport and received a doctorate in education from the University of Rochester. He also holds permanent certification as a school district administrator in New York State and is certified in special education K through 12. Dr. Martzloff and his wife Kim have 3 children who are attending Mill Middle School. Dr. Martzloff is dedicated to the education of the Williamsville students. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Scott G. Martzloff, Superintendent of Schools, who will bring greetings to our class on behalf of the district administration.
Thank you, Tricia, for that warm introduction. As your school superintendent, I am truly honored to share this special day with you and your families. Your parents, in particular, recognize your potential the very first day you started kindergarten 13 years ago. Their hopes and their dreams walk this stage with you today. Your teachers, school administrators, counselors, and coaches are also here to cheer you on as you receive your high school diploma. We are all very proud of you for achieving this milestone, and in our hearts we know that your finest hour is yet to come. You have responded to the high demands placed on you by the Williamsville Central School District and the state of New York. The East High School class of 2017 has amassed an impressive list of accomplishments. I am very proud to report that the graduates sitting before us today have been awarded nearly $20 million in college scholarships. In addition, more than 94% of you will be attending a 2- or 4-year college, including some of the very best universities in the country. These impressive numbers rival those of private schools that charge exorbitant tuitions. We are so fortunate to live in a community that truly values and supports a high-quality public education for all children. In the coming weeks, many people will offer you advice about your future, and since I have the stage for a few minutes, I want to share some thoughts of my own. I promise to keep it short, if not memorable. As you prepare yourself for the work and detours ahead, there are 3 personal attributes I would like to address: your character, your ability to overcome adversity, and staying true to yourself. Character is demonstrated in what we do, how we do it, and why we do it. It is rooted in homegrown values such as honesty, integrity, kindness, and respect. True character reveals itself in how we treat others every day, especially those who have nothing to offer us in return. And true character is revealed when we stand up for what we know is right, regardless of what others are doing, saying, or what they might think. Over the years, I have witnessed your caring spirit as you volunteered countless hours to our community, above and beyond what was expected. East students went bald for bucks and ran a 5K to benefit cancer research. You used paint balloons to creatively share messages of hope and support through the Sources of Strength program. And you used music to speak out against bullying by performing and winning in the Band Against Bullying event. Character builds over time through our experiences and actions. I have no doubt that the character you have developed at home and at East during your youth will continue to grow as you cross this threshold into adulthood. Character is also reflected in how we work our way back when we get knocked down. Overcoming adversity is the secret of champions. It's not what happens to you, but how you respond that's important. There are countless examples of famous people who struggled mightily before achieving success. Albert Einstein, J.K. Rowling, Steven Spielberg, and Derek Jeter, just to name a few. But most of you only need to look to your own family members, your neighbors, friends, and classmates to find someone you know who overcame a significant hardship to live the life they are living now. Draw inspiration from those who are closest to you, bear witness to their courage, and move on. Adversity is a great teacher, so embrace the lessons learned. Finally, follow no one's path but your own. Others can't learn the lessons for you. Stay true to yourself. No one on earth walks the same path as you, which is what makes life so remarkable. Michael Josephson is a former law professor and an author who created Character Counts, a character development initiative based on shared values. Josephson said, "Don't let others define you. Don't let the past confine you. Take charge of your life with confidence and determination, and there are no limits on what you can do or be." As you prepare to graduate from high school today, you are no longer shielded from the harsh realities of violence, intolerance, and senseless hatred that ravage the world. Recent terrorist attacks in England took many innocent lives, many of them young people. It's difficult to find the good sometimes, but echoing what Ariana Grande said shortly after the Manchester attack at her concert, don't let hate win. The opportunities and challenges ahead will be abundant, at times will be daunting. Always lean toward kindness, be true to yourself, and never give up. It's important for you to know that everyone here believes in you. We know that you have the capacity to change our world for the better. We know you've got what it takes to live your dreams. I wish you the very best and look forward to following your accomplishments as you live the life you were meant to live. Congratulations, Williamsville East, class of 2017.
To present our Board of Education speaker, I introduce you to Timothy N. Finley.
All of our school board members are totally dedicated to the education and the commitment of excellence for all students in the Williamsville Central School District. We thank them all for their help and continued support. We are pleased this afternoon to have two of the Williamsville School Board members participating in our graduation ceremonies, Mr. Sean P. LeMay and Mr. Mark Mecca, Board of Education Vice President. Mr. Mecca was elected to the board in 2015. He has a daughter, Emily, in preschool. Mr. Mecca is a school psychologist in the Buffalo Schools and former Board of Education member in Toyama, Japan. He holds an MA as a school psychologist from Edinburgh University and an MS in Educational Administration from Canisius College. Mr. Mecca enjoys technology, computers, AV equipment, and golf. Mr. Mecca is dedicated to children and excellence of the Williamsville Central School District. It is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Mark Mecca, Vice President of the Williamsville School Board.
Thanks, Timothy, for that nice welcome. What a beautiful graduation ceremony, and I'm very pleased and honored to be a part of your celebration today. From the Board of Education, I would like to congratulate the class of 2017. I'm certain that with the high level of talent that exists among these graduates, that this is just one of many awesome accomplishments to come. Ironically, today, I would like to speak with you about taking risks, failing, and accepting yourselves and others. You'll have to forgive me as I'm an old person, like your parents, so I'm going to make reference to music that is familiar to me from the 1980s, the Thompson Twins. Graduates, how good is your music education? Have you ever heard of the Thompson Twins? I'm thinking that's a no. Even if you are, you'd have to dig deep into their catalog for this gem. Quote, "You can betray your dreams or trade them in for a life that's easy to lead, or you can gather pearls on a coral reef, walk the wall of China, or fall in love." While I'm sure your parents have worked hard to keep you out of harm's way, and likely may not want to hear me say this, don't always do what's easy. Take risks, and as the title of that Thompson Twins song says, follow your heart. Sometimes you don't have all of the information adding up to say something is or isn't a good decision, or sometimes the decision is just too hard to make because of the risks. Sometimes in life, you have to take a leap of faith and trust that it will work out. And it will, because you will make it work. Don't get me wrong, when you take a risk, sometimes you will fail. Failure is underrated. It is one of life's best teaching tools. Let me name some failures that you may know of. Walt Disney. He was fired from his job at the Kansas City Star because his editor felt that he, quote, lacked imagination and had no good ideas. Thomas Edison. His teachers told him that he was, quote, too stupid to learn anything. I'm glad we don't have teachers that say things like that to our students here in Williamsville. Everybody should be encouraging. We'd have a problem with that. After that, Edison was fired from his first 2 jobs because of productivity issues. Mark Mecca. While I don't rate with the likes of Disney and Edison, I lost my first school board election, but hey, now I'm vice president. Amazing. The keys to learning from and doing well with failure are to realize, 1, you will experience failure and this is normal. Everybody does and should. Number 2, you have to persistently pursue your goals despite failure. Number 3, you need to believe in yourself and you have to have people in your life who also support you. Surround yourself with positive friends so that you can elevate each other. This time I'll quote an artist that you've likely heard of, Taylor Swift. Also from deep in her catalog, the final blow hits you. Somebody else gets what you wanted again, and you know it's all the same, another time and place. Repeating history, and you're getting sick of it. But I believe in whatever you do, and I'll do anything to see it through because these things will change. As you go through life, you will realize that there is no perfect, and it can be very difficult. Even people who have good resources available to them find life to be challenging at times. Just one bit of advice for you: try to be understanding when other people aren't perfect. This is especially hard when their imperfection impacts upon you. But it fits the golden rule, which is to treat everyone the way you would like to be treated. Then along with this, understand that you are not perfect, accept your faults, and be okay with it. As Ted Koppel said, quote, aspire to decency, practice civility toward one another, admire and emulate ethical behavior wherever you find it, apply a rigid standard of morality to your lives, and if periodically you fail, as you surely will, adjust your life, not the standards. Class of 2017, congratulations sincerely from the Board of Education. Good luck on this journey. I wish I was in your shoes, as this is sure to be a very exciting time in your lives.
At this time, please enjoy a musical interlude, Baradin String from Alexander Baradin, composer, featuring Laura W. Zhu on violin 1, Peter Zhang, second violin, Hannah Yi, viola, and Andrew D. Cohn on cello, under the direction of Mr. Wayne Moose. And now for the presentation of awards. Each year we present a few special awards at our graduation ceremony. The Williamsville East PTSA will be presenting 5 Outstanding Achievement Scholarship Awards this evening. Ms. Cheryl Gelder will announce the awards and make the presentation on behalf of the PTSA.
Thank you. Hello, and congratulations to all of this year's graduating seniors. I'm sure I speak for all the parents here today when I say that we're so very proud of all of your accomplishments, and we look forward to what the future holds for all of you. Today, the Williamsville East High School PTSA will be awarding 5 Outstanding Achievement Scholarships. In order to be eligible, students had to submit a required application and meet the following criteria. They had to rank in the upper 1/3 of their class. They had to have attended Williamsville East for 3 years prior to applying, and they or their parent or guardian must be a member of the Williamsville East High School PTSA. The scholarships are awarded to students for their outstanding scholastic abilities, their character and leadership qualities, active community participation, quality of school activities and participation, and quality of a personal interview with the scholarship committee. I am very pleased to present this year's PTSA Outstanding Achievement Scholarships to the following students. Please come to the stage after I call your name. Andrew Kleinman. Sam Shatmeyer. Malika Kodial. Dylan Airy and Jacob Schneider. In alphabetical order, so give me 1 minute.
We are also pleased that the Williamsville PTSA Council will be presenting 4 awards this evening. I'm pleased to introduce Mr. Sam Elba, who will announce the award winners and make the presentations.
Hi everyone, I'm Sam Alba. I am the outgoing Williamsville PTSA Council President, and I have the honor of presenting the Williamsville PTSA Council Scholarship Awards. These awards, in the amount of $750 each, are given to 4 graduates in each of the 3 Williamsville high schools. The scholarships are made possible through joint contributions of all 14 Williamsville School District PTA and PTSA units, and the proceeds from the PTSA Council Holiday Craft Show. The selection committee is made up of adult representatives from all 3 high schools. The criteria for selection include academic achievement, activities in and outside of school, service to the community, personal initiative, and character, poise, and communication skills displayed during an interview. I would like to congratulate all the applicants for this award on their tremendous accomplishments through their high school years. The selection of winners was extremely difficult. It is now my pleasure to announce the East High School recipients of this year's Williamsville PTSA Scholarship Award. Please come up when I call your name, and don't just throw your envelope out, there's a check in it. Trisha Picklehop. Serena Devon. Carly Raccoon. And Morgan Honor. Congratulations. See you later.
Now on to the Williamsville East High School Perfect Attendance Awards. These awards are presented to seniors who have had perfect attendance in grades 9 through 12 here at Williamsville East High School. This year, I'm pleased to recognize 3 seniors who have fulfilled this achievement. Any prospective employers out there, don't let these kids slip by. It's my pleasure to present a perfect 4-year attendance award to Jessica Abbey, Eric Christopher Combs, and Nikhil Gupta. Congratulations. Sam J. Shatmeyer will now introduce our faculty speaker.
It's now my pleasure to introduce our faculty speaker and the co-advisor of our class, Mrs. Wager. She is a devoted wife and mother and works endless hours teaching and assisting her Spanish and French students. Mrs. Wager joined the district in 1993. She is the advisor to Italian Club, Inter-High Council, liaison to the PTSA, WTA building rep, and assists with Link Crew. No matter how busy Mrs. Wager is, she always assists the senior class and the students of East High School. Please welcome Mrs. Lorena Wager, our faculty speaker.
Hi. I would like to welcome everyone to today's Williamsville East Class of 2017's graduation, and thanking Sam for introducing me. I am so happy and honored that my officers have asked me to speak on what is such an important and special day, not only to the graduates, but to their teachers, friends, and of course, their families. I am so proud of this class and all that they have done these past 4 years. Many of you knew John Tronalone, a wonderful teacher at Transit Middle School. As freshmen, this class raised money and donated to Roswell in John's honor. This year, they have also made a significant donation to My Face in honor of one of their classmates. My Face is a nonprofit organization dedicated to providing surgical care and life-altering treatment to craniofacial patients in need. These are only a few acts of kindness of the extra special efforts of this class. As many of you know, I am a mom of one of the graduating seniors, so I have seen many of these kids grow up. I've driven some of them to ballet, some to softball, gymnastics. I've been their Girl Scout troop leader, volunteered as room mom in elementary school, watched them play kickball on my street, swim in my pool, dress up for charity ball, the transit bash, homecoming, and the list goes on and on. But today, it's all about you, the class of 2017. You all started pretty much the same way, waiting for the bus that first day of school, kindergarten, with your bus pass number hanging around your neck, your parents taking pictures while you waved goodbye, but you made it through that day and many more days after that. The first day of middle school, your first sports and socializing, your first day at East, homecoming, JDD, prom, and of course, Bagel Wednesday. You've all shared lifelong memories with people you will never forget. How can you? Many of you have been together for 13 years. Wow, 13 years. They went by so fast. Well, to us they did, the parents. I'm sure to all of you, the graduates, this day could not have come soon enough. And today, 13 years later, not much has changed. Your parents will still be taking pictures as you soon wave goodbye to start a new chapter in the book of you. And sometimes the road that lies ahead won't be easy. There will be obstacles and missed exits, potholes and roadblocks. There will be times when each of you will feel like you cannot possibly go on. There will be times when each of you will think he or she is alone, back against the wall, but you are not alone. You are all in this journey together. You've made it this far. Why should you back out now? Nothing worthwhile is easy, and that includes making the most of your future. You will keep pushing to achieve your dreams. Why? Because you are worth it. And never, ever forget that. Steve Jobs said it perfectly. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and your intuition. Your family, friends, teachers, coaches have prepared you well. You have made it here today. Wasn't easy, but here you are. Remember that as you embark on your new paths soon, wherever you may go in life, to stay true to yourself and never give up. I read these words somewhere, and they spoke volumes to me, enough to share them with you today. There are two important days in your life: the day you were born and the day you figure out why. Now is your time to go figure out why. Because behind you are all your memories, before you all your dreams, around you all that love you, and within you is all that you need. Congratulations, class of 2017. You made it.
Now for the presentation of diplomas. Traditionally, the senior class officers, student council officers, senior class speakers, student performers, and the academic top 10 of the class receive their diplomas first. We do this to recognize their leadership of the class and the school. First off, Sam J. Shatmeyer. Madison Irene. Andrew Kleinman. Serena K. Devon. Tricia Picklehaupt. Timothy N. Finley. Laura Zhu. Alana Marie Kramer. Also, by tradition, we now present diplomas to the graduates who ranked highest in their class academically. The names are listed on your program under the heading Class Honors. I would ask that they remain on stage after receiving their diplomas so that we can applaud them as a group as well as individually for their outstanding achievements. Your top 10 of the class: Aniruddha Narasimha, Serena K. Devan, Bhavna L. Upadhyaya, William Zhang, Morgan J. Honor, Ying Yang Lee, Edward Shen, Pooja Sasankan, Rachel W. Chow, Lena P. Sen, let's give a round of applause to our academic top 10.
Edward T. Aaron. Jessica Abbey. Danny G. Abdul Anen. Aris S. Acharya. Afalabi Adelakun. Dylan P. Airy. Morgan P. Aguilar. Seek M. Ahmad. Adiba Ahmed. Sayam Sabina Ali. Terrence J. Allen. Nasrallah Al-Shiebi. Sandra Elena Anguiano Quier. Paul A. Aras. Monty S. Aurora. Nathan C. Arsenault. Rachel A. August. Bonnie Bodwell. Matthew Balcom. Jacob K. Beljean. Sarah V. Bargnisi. Ariana M. Baraka.
Madeline A. Bartz. Christian Basili Calhoun. Grace E. Beekner. Juliana Catherine Benz. Maria Alexandria Bygos. Isabel Binfield. Dylan S. Berzon. Marissa N. Berzon. Logan D. Blair. Jacob C. Blumberg. Alexis C. Bress. Connor T. Brown. Brianna E. Basello. Alyssa M. Bonacore. Gloriana Lucia Buscaglia. Andrew Butler. Afrinish A. Butt. Alexander A. Cherney. Aniket Chandra. Jordan P. Clement. Andrew D. Cohn. Noah Christopher Kahn. Eric C. Coombs. Grace C. Costello. Katerina E. Covelli. Christopher T. Covey, Jr. Samantha Rose Crane. Elena G. Kurtzy. Georgia R. Daly. Dominic J. DeSanto. Joseph A. DiPasquale. Anne Elizabeth Dobson. Chelsea Elizabeth Durno. Hunter R. Andres. Eva R. Erickson. Victoria Grace Ernst. Nicholas H. Falkides. Romy T. Farber. Christine A. Faust. Andrew G. Ferrandino. Kristen C. Filipiak. Riley A. Fitzsimmons. Amanda M. Ford. Jordan I. Gaskin. Benjamin T. Geiger. Matthew T. Gelder. Ryan J. Gentry. Emma R. Gerard. Joshua N. Gerena. Matthew J. Gibbs. Gabriella Gianvenco. Zoe A. Godzik. Stephen R. Goodman. Patrick F. Greeley II. Dominic Edward Griffo. Jillian M. Gruber. Nikhil Gupta. Isa M. Hashmi. Brett C. Hayes. Alyssa M. Heimbeck Nielsen. Andrew H. Helms. Riley E. Hennessy. Jacob D. Heron. Madeline R. Hubbard. Natalia Ianova. Sydney W. Irene. Meredith B. Irving. Zachary M. Jacob. Joanne Marie Carey Jacoby. Sabine S. Joffrey. Luke Joseph Jezioro. Richard A. Johnson III. Anne Marie Jones. Rebecca B. Jordan. Kathleen A. Kalacharian. Suhina Kanapathy Pillai. Michael R. Kaplan. Samuel I. Kaplansky. Gerline Kaur. Harleen Kaur. Nicole E. Kazmerzak. Jack D. Kelly. Jade A. Kennedy. Isabel Lynn Kurtzy. Ali W. Kadra. Riley M. Kiefer. Malika K. Codial. Michael G. Krasinski. Anita A. Legree. Alexander N. Lamatina. Kiera Lynn Lacaviole. Jolie Rose Liederman. Nicholas A. Leone. Xiaoyu Li. Yixin Leung. Megan Dawn Lichtenthal. Anne E. Lincoln. Logan A. Lapowski. Jocelyn M. Legiacano. Nicholas M. Lotempio. Truk T. Lee. Matthew A. Macaluso.
We will now have a musical interlude as we switch the positions of graduating seniors. The musical interlude is by their wind ensemble. The piece is called Rough Riders by Carole King, directed under the tutelage of Dr. Stephen C. Shewan. Madison Irene, Vice President of the Senior Class, and Laura Zhu, Secretary of Student Council, will introduce this evening's class speakers. It's now my pleasure to introduce Madison Irene, who will introduce our first senior class speaker.
It is my honor to introduce you to our first senior class speaker. Alana is a very compassionate, energetic, and wonderful friend who maintains high academic grades. Since 8th grade, she's been involved in a bunch of different sports this girl loves to run. She's been involved in girls varsity track and field, girls indoor track and field, and girls cross country. She's been captain of the varsity cross country and indoor track and field for the past 3 years. And she's also a school record holder. Alana's activities in school are also quite numerous. She's been treasurer of the student council, member of the steering committee, FBLA parliamentarian, FBLA New York State District 12 State Vice President, member of NHS, and Alana has volunteered at the 8th grade orientation open house and throughout her church. She's worked doing babysitting and has worked at 2 local restaurants in the community. During her junior and senior years, she's received the Brenda French Memorial Scholarship and the Outstanding Scholar Athlete Award. She's received the Principal's Honors Award, the Section 6 Scholar Athlete All Western New York Honorable Mention Girls Cross Country and Girls Indoor Track, and the Student Stage Award. Alana plans to attend the University of Buffalo for the School of Pharmacy, and it is my pleasure to introduce Alana Kramer.
Good evening, family, friends, faculty, and fellow graduates. The day is here, the day that all our accomplishments truly become embodied into one, and the day where we embark on our new journeys. It was 4 years ago that we thought this day would take forever to arrive, a day we looked forward to because we'd finally be able to start the next chapter, and a day that we also dreaded as it resembled leaving a place known as our comfort zone. A chapter that ends, however, it is not the final one. The book is not closed, and there is no ending to be written yet. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "Do not follow where the path may lead, go instead where there is no path and lead a trail." Williamsville East has truly embodied this concept that allows each and every student to find their niche and prosper. The idea to not go with the flow, but instead break away and become the current. Be different and form your own path to lead others towards success. If it wasn't for the support system here at East, we wouldn't be walking this stage. It is the teachers that truly left an impact on each and every one of us. To some of the teachers that have helped me grow into the person I am today, thank you for pushing me to go beyond what I thought were my limits. You have helped me flourish into a confident, eager, and determined leader. I will be forever grateful for your guidance, as many of us have grown under your mentorship. To Mr. Nagowski, Ms. Anzalone, Ms. McDonald, Ms. Mahaney, Ms. Wager, my coaches, and the teachers I've had the honor to learn from, I wouldn't be up here if it wasn't for your guidance and support these past 4 years. Thank you does not begin to sum up how gracious I am to have had the opportunity to learn from such amazing people that have pushed me to blaze my own trail. To our families, our biggest support systems of all. If it wasn't for the sacrifices you make, we wouldn't be where we are today. It is the constant love and support that you provide us in times where we think it's impossible to get through. The love and devotion you have for us is the glue that keeps our rigorous day-to-day schedules together. To our parents, the first teachers we'd ever learned from, the ones that taught us invaluable lessons from how to tie our shoes, to brush our teeth, and memorize those multiplication tables, are now the lifetime teachers that we will be the first ones to turn to. Now to my fellow classmates. We spent 4 years, approximately 1,460 days, and 35,000 hours together, give or take a few since kindergarten. Within this time, we've grown together not only as classmates, teammates, and lifetime friends, but into more of a family. The friendships we have made these past 4 years will fade or grow in the future, but it is the memories that we made that will be everlasting. From float building to homecoming, sports games, pep rallies, class elections, and little activities throughout the years, we have all took a hold of each and every opportunity and truly made our time here at East memorable. These past 4 years have been a whirlwind to say the least. However, we stuck with each other and worked through our differences. We have grown beyond small waves in the halls and the classic nod or smile, and what were once unrecognizable faces when I came to transit as an 8th grader are now the faces I look for in a crowded room. Words do not express how grateful I am to have been able to grow up with such classmates with big smiles and open arms, even if it was for such a short time. We have truly helped one another grow into not only better athletes, musicians, students, but leaders as well. One thing I want all of you to take with you as we finish this chapter of our life is to truly take a hold of all the opportunities offered. Embrace the unknown to discover your own path. Fear not of failures, as these will only be minor setbacks that will strengthen your resolve. I wish each and every one of you nothing but the best of luck in the future. As we head off into the real world, which is only a step away, I want to thank you all one last time for the guidance, growth, and strength you have provided not only me, but each other. We all are capable of making a difference in this world, and it all starts with taking that leap of faith into leading your own trail. I want to leave you all with a quote from a doctor that we all know. Dr. Seuss once said, "You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You are on your own, and you know what you know. You are the one who will decide where to go." To the class of 2017, congratulations, we made it. Thank you, Williamsville East, family, friends, faculty, and classmates. It is time for the next chapter to begin.
Laura Zhu will introduce our second class speaker.
Sam is a very conscious, hardworking, personable young man who has worked very hard this year as senior class president. He has worked hard to maintain high academic grades. His activities include captain of the JV and varsity baseball, JV and varsity volleyball team. He has been involved in Link Crew, Student Council, Model UN, NHS, volunteering for 8th grade orientation, curriculum night, assisted with a food pantry, an assisted living center, and a member of the tech club. Sam has received the AP Scholar Honor, Business First, and Independent Health's Community All-Star, Principal's Honor Award, PTSA Golden Rule Character Award, Section 6 Scholar Athlete All-Western New York State Honorable Mention for Boys Volleyball, and St. Lawrence University Junior Award. He has also been involved in chorus, mixed chorus, and chorale during high school career. Sam plans to attend Johns Hopkins University in the fall. It is my pleasure to introduce our second senior class speaker and class president, Sam Shatmeyer.
Thank you, Laura. I'll start by thanking everyone who helped put on this graduation ceremony, specifically Mrs. Warner for all her hard work to set this thing up. So far it's been a huge success, so I'll try not to ruin it too badly. I'd also like to thank the administration for 4 awesome years of working together, as well as Mrs. Wager and Mr. Hurley for being just the 2 best advisors and in-over-his-head class president could ever have. We'd be nowhere without you 2. I'd also like to thank most of all my parents and brother for being the biggest support systems in my life. You 3 are the reason that I'm wearing this outfit today, and I love you so much. Thank you. There's a lot of people to thank, obviously for good reason, but there's one group I cannot forget to thank, and that's you guys, the class of 2017, for being just the most energetic, enthusiastic, caring, capable, and generally kind group of individuals I've ever had the privilege to know. So how about a round of applause for you guys, for the class of 2017, huh? You know, I remember coming to 8th grade orientation with everybody, and we took the tour, and we got to the 3rd floor. Not having any older siblings, I wasn't really with the program, so when I walked into the hallway, I stopped, and I remember thinking, I can see to the other side, all the way to the other side of the school, and I thought, really? Just one big open space? Coming into high school is always a lot to take in, I knew that, but no walls? How do teachers teach? How do students concentrate? How does anything get done in an environment without structure, without barriers, without the safety of our benevolent dividers? I think everyone here wearing a cap and gown would say that it worked out pretty well. Turns out we still learned, we still did our work, still laughed and cried and misbehaved and grew together, the same way high schoolers all around the country did, paying almost no mind to the fact that our school environment was one of the most unique in the country. We came into school every morning, trudged our way up the green stairs to our first period math class, which we were convinced must be some kind of cruel punishment from the gods or guidance. And when we finished the exhausting 3-story hike, we could stop, catch our breath, and look and see, all the way to the other side of the school, and see every kid on that floor, and every class offered, every lecture and every lesson, every friend group and every kid walking alone, and just by looking for only a little while, you could see this beautiful microcosm of every perspective at East. And it's a mundane thing now for us, but it's beautiful what that view gave us. You see, in a place with no walls, there can be no bubbles. There can be no insulation of opinion or exclusion of ideas, and on that foundation, from that view, we at East develop something special, a culture, our own culture, one of insatiable academic curiosity, one of common friendship and universal friendliness, one of passion and progressivism and inclusivity and one big open heart. And even if it's the byproduct of some lazy interior designer, that is something to be proud of. So as we enter into adulthood, and prepare to inherit and tackle our societal responsibilities, we cannot risk forgetting those ideals. Because there will be those who insist our world is better divided, those who pit the in-group against the outsiders for personal or political gain, those who pander to a lesser instinct to condemn and ostracize others because they look different, or speak a different language, or live on the other side of some border. But as East students, we know better. Our culture raised us to know better. We've climbed to the top of our stairs and we've breathed in that view. And for 4 years, we've lived with the knowledge, with the truth, that we don't need walls. At East, without even really being cognizant of it, we've received a world-class education on the futility of walls. So yes, we know better. We know that the world is a better place when we build movements around inclusion and diversity, not hate and fear. We're flames. We laugh at walls, and we've chosen instead to build the most beautiful bridges between one perspective, between one opinion, or one culture. And it is now our task to carry that skill into the real world, because at East we know, the class of 2017, we know that a great big wall will always be nothing more than a symbol of humanity's worst inclinations. Now, 4 years ago, I probably thought differently. Scared and naive, I might have picked a school with structure, with barriers, where all I could experience was that which happened to be right in front of my face. Looking back now at my time at the school without walls, I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you very much.
For the presentation of the class gift, I introduce to you Senior Class Treasurer, Serena Devon.
On behalf of the class of 2017, we are presenting Mr. Scanzuso with a check to Williamsville East High School so he can purchase items needed for the school. Mr. Scanzuso and the school have always supported the class of 2017 and our endeavors. We hope that this gift will be a lasting reminder of our appreciation.
Thank you for your thoughtful gift on behalf of the senior class. East High School will put it to good use. At this time, Ms. Panko will call the remainder of the names in alphabetical order for the presentation of diplomas of the students on stage.
Mackenzie L. Magis. William Edward Mann. Olivia C. Marcella. Jillian R. Marcus. Jenna M. Marcus. Natalie S. Marinides. Michael Paul Maranka. Robert R. Marshall. Mary Margaret McCarthy. Shay K. McCarthy. Gregory E. McDonald. Trevor F. McEwen. Alexis A. McFadden. Connor T. McLaughlin. Thomas E. McNamara. Connor P. McQuaid. Matthew M. Mead. Adam J. Maluso. John P. Melnick. Chloe Malazzo. Caitlin A. Milks. Alexis Morgan Malace. Dominicos Mills. Zena McDaddy. Erin Elizabeth Mitchell. Amberine Muqtadir. Jessica Elizabeth Murphy. Gabrielle Malachus Myers. Abby Elizabeth Naples. Isaac Julius Newman. Alan Nee. Margaret M. Niederpruem. Jason New. Alexis Victoria Novak. Quinn A. Nowak. Evan Ogra. Leah Catherine Orsini. Rodrigo Felipe Ortiz. Matthew P. Ostrowski. Sarah M. Ostrowski. Jordan E. Park. Rachel J. Parks. Brianna M. Palinero. Nicholas Anthony Petku. Joseph C. Peters. Annalise R. Pachillo. Mitchell Lee Polk. Michelle L. Chu. Carly Alana Raccoon. Eric Regan. Zachary Nathan Reinstein. Simone N. Ryder. Abbas Raza Rizvi. Leah M. Rogers. Hannah Grace Roll. Jack Crawford Rubens. Beltaj Sandher. Brant T. Sowers. Julian B. Sayers. Sean C. Scampoli. Caroline M. Schnabel. Jacob R. Schneider. Emily Marie Sholkoff. Amanda Corinne Schuler. Elizabeth M. Schweitzer. Julie Ann Shalino. Happy birthday. Benjamin Scumaci. Ryan P. Seiden. Zara Ali Shah. Haley Hunter Shapiro. Sarah L. Sheehan. Andrew R. Shine. Jason Z. Shine. Jamil A. Siam. Vikram Singh. Haley Ann Skidmore. Jonathan David Spina. Zachariah L. Spoth. Jenna N. Staples. Michael Steffen. Kyle R. Suleiman. Swabanash Swanaraja. Brandon W. Subinski. Dalton J. Tackley. Hannah Nicole Tarrant. Dylan John Thomas. Richard E. Thompson. Michael H. Toole. Christina Marie Toffalaro. Casey L. Vangelov. Gayatri Vera Venkataraman. Margaret E. Verico. Matthew Stewart Walk. Kyla Rosaria Wager. Jared Dylan Wallenfels. Tyler R. Walsh. William Joshua Paul Walter. Logan A. Walters. Meredith Joy Waddle. Danielle Wakehoff. Jessica M. Weaver. Madeline F. Weaver. Stephanie M. Wetzel. Elliot J. Whitaker. Megan Nicole Weesey. Danielle Wilhelm. Jenna Marie Worth. Lauren A. Wolf. Rachel Zhu. Colby Yu. Jonathan D. Zarzecki. Peter Zhang. Robert George Zenger. Oliver T. Zanghardy. Nathan Alexander Zagai.
At this time, please enjoy this musical interlude. The song is I'll Be There, sung by our chorale seniors. want to take this opportunity to express my appreciation to everyone who is participating in today's ceremony and to all those who have helped in the preparations. Thanks also to Dr. Shu and the Wind Ensemble for their outstanding music. Thank you to Mrs. Riley and the outstanding senior chorale for what you just heard. Also, thank you to Mr. Moose and his students for their musical interlude in tonight's program. Let's give them a special round of applause. Also, I would give a special thanks. I know that Sam Shatmeyer mentioned Mrs. Warner in his speech, but this entire presentation, this ceremony this evening could not go on without the help of Mrs. Warner. Thank you, Mrs. Warner. I'm going to close by just reciting the alma mater with you. If you would, it's in the inside cover of your program. Have you heard about the Flames, the students of Williamsville East? Have you heard about their aims? Their efforts never cease. Look to the Flames for fame. You'll know us when you hear our name. Our spirit never dies, and our future will rely on the pathways of the glory we claim. Have you seen the red and gold? The colors shine so bright. The students stand so bold to hold the torch of light. I want to thank all of you for coming this evening. Our seniors will exit the stage and the auditorium first. Please meet your parents and family members and friends in the atrium. Remember, please stay seated, stay in your seats and out of the aisles. I ask that all the guests remain seated until after the recession is finished and graduates have gone into the atrium. Seniors, at this time, move your tassel from right to left as a class. I now present you the class of 2017.